Welcome back to my channel. Today I'm gonna play a new game made with twine. So an interactive fiction. And yeah, let's take something. There's the space frog. So I need something cheery right now, and I feel like Space Frog would be good. This is Space Frog, a story of a frog in space. Space Frog is a pick your path adventure story made for ABIC 2020, low-tech, ancient techniques only, based on my Famicase 2020 submission, Uchukeru. For $3 or more, you can support me in my game making adventures and also receive a printable signed version of the game. Oh, it looks cute. I love it. Okay, let's go. Yes. Once upon a time, there was a frog. His name was Space Frog. Wait, we can change? Oh. His name was actually Hobart, but everyone called him Space Frog, except his mother. His mother called him Hobart. Space Frog had a little spaceship. It was made just for him. It really was very little though, so it could only fit him and his trusty satchel, which he carried everywhere. One day, Space Frog decided to go collect a star. To get a star, Space Frog would need to board his spaceship. However, he could only bring one thing with him in his satchel, since both the ship and his satchel were not very big. Oh. Space Frog looked around to see what he could bring. What did he put in his satchel? Space food? Empty bottle? Froggy bank? What is space food? Empty bottle? Are we gonna pee in a bottle? Froggy bank? But for what are we gonna need money? We're going to space, no? I feel like I want to take the empty bottle because why not? Space Frog put the empty bottle in his satchel. You never knew when you might need an empty bottle. They could hold all sorts of things. I know, I play video games. Now that Space Frog was ready to go, he got into his spaceship. Then he started the countdown. 3, 2, 1. Blast off! Oh, so cute. The spaceship flew up and all way away into the sky. It went over the mountains, past the moon, and farther than most frogs could ever dream of going. But Space Frog was no ordinary frog. On the contrary, his mother told him he was extraordinary. She told him this every single day. Space Frog peered out of the spaceship window. He knew what he was looking for. He just needed to find it. But where should he go? The first planet Space Frog saw was a small one, pale and blue. Did he stop his spaceship? No. The second planet Space Frog saw was a big one, bright and red. Did he stop his spaceship? If we say no all the time, what happens? The third planet Space Frog saw was a strange one, dark and lonely. Did he stop his spaceship? No. Space Frog kept flying, but he didn't find any good planets. Where did he steer his ship? Okay, back to the planets. I want to go to the lonely one. Yes. Space Frog steered his spaceship to the lonely little planet. It was dark. He could hardly see a thing. Space Frog wasn't scared of the dark. Really, he wasn't. Space Frog journeyed across the dark planet until he found a rabbit standing by a lamppost. Oh my god, the rabbit was crying. Oh no, said Space Frog. What's wrong? Why are you crying? Was there anything he could do to cheer up the rabbit? Hold out empty bottle. Tell a joke. Tell a joke? Knock knock, said the space frog, but the rabbit didn't answer. Space frog couldn't tell his joke without an answer. What could he do now? Hold out empty bottle? Do you want a bottle? Space frog held out his empty bottle. He hadn't really thought this through, but all he had to offer was a bottle. The rabbit looked at Space Frog, and then they looked at the bottle. An empty bottle? Would you let me borrow it? Asked the rabbit, who was still crying. Sure, but before Space Frog had finished speaking, the rabbit had taken the bottle and uncorked it. The rabbit held the empty bottle under their face and let the tears fall into it. As the tears filled the bottle, they began to glow. And then the tears came together, a brightly glowing crystal of light. Whoa. Wow, is that a star? Exclaimed Space Frog. The rabbit made star, yes, replied the rabbit. I use my tears to light up lampposts. So that's why you were crying? Asked Space Frog. Yes, to make a starlight for this lamppost, responded the rabbit. Are you going to put this one in the lamppost then? Space Frog pointed at the bottled star. The rabbit looked at the star. I think it might be a bit too big, actually. Would you like to keep it? Can I? Asked Space Frog excitedly. The rabbit laughed. Sure you can. I'll cry out a small light for the lamp afterwards. Okay. Thank you. I'll treasure it, said Space Frog solemnly. I'll treasure it. It's more like that. The rabbit gave him a wave. If you come back again with a bigger bottle, I'll see if I can make an even bigger star. Aww. Space Frog managed to stuff the big star into his satchel. I mean, it's in the bottle, no? So if he could already put the bottle in his satchel, then... Right? I don't know. If we have a star, though, we still have the bottle? Okay, maybe we don't have the bottle anymore. Okay, I don't know. It made for a tight fit inside his little spaceship, but he steered his ship back down to Earth. After he landed, Space Frog did not go home. No, he had somewhere else he had to go first. He checked that the star was still safely in his satchel, and then he headed for not for his house, but for the one next door. Space Frog rang the doorbell. He didn't have to wait long before his best friend, Earth Cat, answered the door. His name was actually Jay. Nobody called him Earth Cat, but Space Frog. Hi, Space Frog. Sorry, I have to work today, so I can't play with you, said Earth Cat with a frown. Space Frog shook his head. It's okay. I'm just here to give you something. Earth Cat looked confused. For me? It's not my birthday or anything, though. Space Frog took the star out from his satchel. It glowed bright in his hands. I know you've been working late into the night recently, so I wanted to get you a star for light. For a moment, Earth Cat didn't say anything. Then he gave Space Frog a hug. Oh. Thank you, Space Frog. That's very kind of you. Earth Cat took the star with a smile. Space Frog smiled back. No problem, Earth Cat. Space Frog gave Earth Cat a wave before heading back home. No. After Space Frog got back, he put away his satchel and lied down in bed. It had been a good day. He's gone to space, found a bright and sparkly star, and met up with his best friend, Earth Cat. Earth Cat is so cute. Oh, I hope Earth Cat will have time to play with me soon. Space Frog closed his eyes and dreamt of the fun adventure he and Earth Cat could have tomorrow. The end. Oh, this is so cute. This is so cute. Okay. I want to know if I take space food, the silver packaging was what made it different from regular food. Okay. So 3, 2, 1. Will the same happen if I go... Wait, it's different? Or did I already forget? Yeah, I forgot already. So, do we have the same... Let's go on this one. If I offer some space food... Okay. I'm good, thank you, replied the rabbit, who was still crying. Are you sure? You look sad. Oh, you mean my tears? I'm just making tears for this lamppost, said the rabbit. The lamppost? Repeated Space Frog. Why would a lamppost need tears? It'll be faster to show you, said the rabbit. They cupped their paws underneath their face, and the tears pulled together to form a soft, glowing crystal of light. Is this a star? Asked Space Frog, eyes wide with wonder. A small one, but yes, said the rabbit with a smile. You can have it if you like. But you don't need it for the lamppost? Asked Space Frog. I'm waiting for the lamp to die out before putting in a new light. Why are you crying though then? If you say so then. Space Frog took a little star from the rabbit, who handed it over with a smile. Okay. With this, is this... Oh, little souvenir. We had the best ending, no? Okay, and if I tell... Okay, let's just do the same, but I'm gonna tell a joke until the end. Like a very... somebody who has no self-awareness or... Okay, so this one... And we're just gonna tell the rabbit a joke. So tell the joke and give up on the joke. Space Frog thought about it. This probably wasn't the right time for a joke anyway. I hope you feel better soon. The rabbit didn't seem to notice, but that was okay. Space Frog didn't want to bother them. It seemed that today was not a good day for star collecting. Space Frog decided to fly his spaceship back down to Earth. Damn. Hadn't given up though. Of course he hadn't. Sure, he didn't get a star today. But the star would still be there tomorrow, and Space Frog will be ready for them. Okay, let's try another one. So, I mean, I would go with space food, I think. Okay, so for each item, there are 3 items and 3 planets. And this means probably there is one best ending for each item with each planet or something like this. Because the space food didn't do much. So it means... Little froggy in the rocket. Okay, so the question is, which planet? I mean, statistically, I would not want to take that one because I took the first item and this is the first planet, so I'm gonna take the second one just to see. So let's go on the planet that is a big one, bright and red. Space Frog flew his spaceship to the big planet and made a landing. The red soil was soft but clumpy. It would definitely be a pain to clean after. Space had only walked for... Space, like his first name, okay. Space had only walked for a short while when he came across a little festival stall. Inside the stall stood a surly-looking bear. Hello, said Space Frog, his eyes wide. I love festivals. Can I play at your stall? The bear pointed at the sign next to her. It read 5 coins for 1 play. 5 coins. The wrong one. I needed the froggy bang. 5 coins was a lot of money. Did Space Frog? It didn't have even have enough. Asked to play for free. Maybe I could play for free? Asked Space Frog, but the bear just pointed at the sign again. Well, no harm in trying. I'm gonna offer some space food. Could I trade you for some space food? Suggested Space Frog. The bear pointed at the sign. Don't pay, don't play. Oh. Can I pay with my space food? Asked Space Frog. The bear looked at Space Frog. Can't you read? It's 5 coins for 1 play. Space Frog looked at his space food. It didn't say how much it cost. The bear looked at Space Frog for a bit longer and then sighed. Fine, I'll trade you for a constellation prize. Just stop looking so moppy. The bear fumbled around behind the stall. Space Frog was confused. Constellation prize? Don't you mean consolation prize? I mean what I said, replied the bear, and she stuck out her paw. In her paw was a little shiny something. A star! Gasped Space Frog. Sure, it wasn't too bright or sparkly, but still. Now go away, said the bear. You're getting in the way of my business. Okay. So every time it's getting a star, and if we have a big star, then we give it to our best friend. Oh, it's not even for a Space Frog. Oh. Okay, I'm gonna go back. Froggy Bank, let's go. Oh my god! The Froggy Bank! Oh my god, this is too cute. Oh my god, I want to crochet a Froggy Bank like this. This is too cute. Oh my god. I need to take a picture of this. Or screenshot. This is so cool. Okay, so Froggy Bank. Not that it was not a piggy bank. Piggy banks were for pigs. Yeah, obviously. Okay, let's go. 3, 2, 1. Blast off. Okay, so we go to the second planet. Yes, let's go back. Let's go back to the bear. Surly looking bear. 5 coins for 1 play. Shake Froggy Bank. Space Frog shook his Froggy Bank. 5 coins came out. Here, I can pay. He proudly held out his 5 coins. The bear did not look too impressed, but she took the coins. Put your hand in this box and pull out a card. You get whatever prize is written on it. We're gonna get the constellation prize. No, because we need to get a big star. Space Frog nodded. He was prepared for this. I trained all my life. Space Frog stuck his hand into the box and closed his eyes. He needed to pull the card with the best prize. He would trust his instincts. The Space Frog pulled a card out. It was a shiny gold card. Ooh! No, shiny wasn't a good enough descriptor. It was very shiny. Even the bear looked surprised. That's the grand prize! She rummaged a bit behind the stall and then held out the prize. A big, sparkly star. Oh, wow, it's so pretty! Well, I guess I need to close up shop for today. Need to get another grand prize, grumbled the bear. Should I help? Asked Space Frog, but the bear gave him a capital L look. So Space Frog decided to leave. Space Frog managed to stuff the big star into his satchel. It made for a tight fit in size, and then... Yeah, so he go to the best... Oh my god! Okay, I need to take a screenshot of that too. No, it's space. It's Earth Cat and Space Frog. Yes. Oh, that's so cute. Oh, this is so cute. Oh. The end. Oh. So cute. Alright, and then last one. Okay, it's a bit... Yeah. Okay, so the last one is... We have the space food. And actually, that was right. The first item with the first planet. Maybe they counted on people overthinking like me. Nah. So, the first planet. Yes. So, a small one, pale and blue. So, Space Frog landed his ship on the small planet and stepped out. The blue ground was hard and rocky. It hurt Space Frog's feet. You don't have shoes. Space Frog trekked across the pale blue planet and found a little field of white grass. And it's so cute. In the middle of the field was a sheep. Space Frog stared. The sheep stared back. Hello? Said Space Frog. I'm looking for a star. Bah, said the sheep. Space Frog did not understand the sheep. If only he had paid better attention in sheep class. Space Frog wasn't sure what to do. He didn't speak sheep. Could he communicate with a sheep in some other way? I want to bah back. Bah. Space Frog asked, but the sheep just continued staring. That didn't work. What else could he do? Yeah, okay. For some space food. Space Frog opened the packet of space food. Inside it was a dry block of something that could hardly be called food, but people couldn't be picky about food in space. Oops. Are you hungry? Even if Space Frog didn't speak sheep, he knew that everyone liked to eat. And he was right. The sheep only took one look at the space food before eating it whole, wrapper and all. Oh, right, okay. Oh no, it's gonna shit stars. Okay, Space Frog gasped. You can't eat the wrapper, it's not food. But the damage was done. The sheep had already finished eating. Then Space Frog heard a plop. Space Frog squinted. On the grass behind the sheep, he could see something sparkly. A big bright star. Is this for me? Space Frog asked the sheep. Bah, said the sheep. It sounded like a yes to Space Frog. Thank you, replied Space Frog, but the sheep had already trotted away. All right. Oh. Earth cat, Earth cat. Oh wait, we didn't see that. His name was no. Jay. So cute. Oh. All right. So I guess we did it. Wait, I just wanna see if we're going back home. Like we don't go on any planet. What happens? 3, 2, 1. Blast off. Da 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 da. No, no, and no. Down to Earth. It seemed that today was not just... Oh yeah, that's the same that we got it. The end. Oh, that was such a cute one. Did a lot of good to me. Okay, so thank you for watching and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.